Hey everybody, what's up, what's new, and what's going on? We are back at set number 2 of the 11th annual CPB tournament men's doubles semi-finals, the most anticipated matchup of this entire tournament because we have 4 of the most talented players in Canada duking it out to win the CPB, or to at least get into the finals of the CPB championships. Anyway, for those of you who missed the first set, definitely check it out because it was such an exciting matchup. It was such a great demonstration of the skills of all 4 players. So many great rallies, and so many so many counting mistakes by both teams because neither team was keeping the score correctly. Mind you, there are no scorekeepers in this tournament. There are no umpires, there are no judges. It's pretty much based on the honor system and based on what you can remember. And when you have rallies such as these, rallies so intense, sometimes you lose track of the score and sometimes you make mistakes. So it's kind of forgivable when they make mistakes like that. Anyway, the first set was won by Yoga and Arif on the near side of the court, 23-16, due to some scoring errors. And what can Andika and Kevin on the far side of the court do to win this second set? They're trying extremely hard. They've stayed close the entire match so far, and they're staying really close right now. But with great shots from Arif at the front of the court, tipping the net whenever he does a net shot. What can you really do? Well, you can wait for mistakes like that because that's pretty much what Andika and Kevin have been doing. You know, Arif and Yoga are prone to mistakes every once in a while. They're not, maybe they're not trying as hard as they really need to be, or, well, not as they need to be, but as they can. But at least Kevin and Andika are keeping pace with what Yoga and Arif are dishing out to them. And what they're dishing out to them is insane aggressive attacks like that one, so quick around the court and so aggressive when they get the attack. How efficient is that? They don't even need to run for those. It's always going to go back to their forehand, and they know it. Arif and Yoga in control. A change of birdies right there, so I kind of skipped a little bit of the video, but you don't have to worry, we didn't skip any points and whatnot. But anyway, Yoga and Arif up by 2 right now, still in control of the match, and whenever they do get the attack, it's just so good. They always win when they're on the attack. Both Andika and Kevin, their defense is just phenomenal in any regular circumstances, but right now when you have the likes of Indonesian champions like that on the other side of the court, there's really not much you can do because they generate so much power and they're so fast to get to the next shot that you don't even have time to recover from your first defensive shot. So they're gonna need to find a way to get through and not be in a defensive position all day long and not lift like that all day long. Even though Kevin's defense was really great there, like, it's hard to follow up with a defensive shot and try to gain the attack in a rally against these 2 players. And now Yoga and Arif, both of them, showing their dominance up 8-5, fixed serve right there, and again gaining the attack. Kevin, although his defense has been spectacular, you know, he was defending every single shot down the line, couldn't make it work in that last rally. Oh, ew. Andika had the chance at the front of the court, found the drop shot, but wasn't able to do anything. It was just too tight. That drop shot was just too tight to the net by Yoga. And now, up by 3. Yet again, 9-6. Yoga to serve. Andika to receive. How's it going to look like now? Well, a little bit of a mistake, and Andika leaving that shot, that serve wide. And down by 2. Andika serving 7-9. Oh, well, maybe not, because now Kevin wants to serve. Again, a little bit of a scoring error, but that's forgivable. And 8-9, so it turns out to be working. Still serving on the wrong side of the court. Kevin and Andika, wow, great return right there. Got that serve so early, returned it to the corner. Andika, even though he's probably one of the speediest players I've seen to date, not even able to even touch that bird before it dropped onto the ground. And now, mid-game interval, 11-8. both Andika and Kevin need to discuss how they need to approach this game. And Arif and Yoga look like they're still in control of this matchup and still in control of this tournament, because every single game they've played up to now has been complete dominance, has been pretty much a show match and exhibition of just raw talent and how to play badminton, showing everybody why they're coaches of probably one of the most feared teams in Canada, coaches of the e-badminton team, and why they've been doing so great in all the tournaments they've been joining so far. And Arif with a lucky bounce off of the top of the nets, causing an error by Andika right there. Andika tried to swing for her, but the bounce off the net was just too much for him to handle. And now 12-8 for Yoga and Arif. I think it's, well, yeah, I think it's Arif serving, and 12, maybe it's not 12. Okay, well, as the scoreline says, it should be 12, but Arif is serving on the left-hand side, so I'm guessing they think it's 13. We're gonna see whether they correct that later in the game. But right now, still attacking so well, unable to finish that last rally. But you can see that they all, whenever they have the attack, they maintain the advantage, and it's pretty much up to Kevin and Andika to keep their rally going until, and pretty much hope that both Arif or Yoga, or either Arif or Yoga, make a mistake in the rally to give him a point. And they're not going to make a mistake like that when Yoga's coverage at the front of the court is just so good, anticipating that return and just casually smashing it back down with such force. Big smash from Kevin. Andika unable to finish with that. A little bit unfortunate there, but at 14-10 and serving on the left side, Yoga still trying to get used to serving on the wrong side right now, but and yet again a little bit of confusion there. It was a much lighter shot than what you're used to from the Indonesian pair, but you know, catching both Andika and Kevin a little bit by surprise there. That was quite a soft shot, and you don't really see that from either Arif or Yoga. So up or down by 4. Andika serving, 11-15, and again, wow, that front court coverage is just so amazing, so fast. The racket head speed is just so good. They just cover everything that goes through the front of the court, and there's really not much you can do about that. Forcing the lift there, Andika defending once again. Ooh, wow, nice trick shot, and Kevin gets it. Oh my goodness, Andika going to the wrong side of the court now, and it looks like it's 3 Indonesians versus one Kevin. Well, I think he's Chinese, but anyway. That must be so intimidating, seeing 3 Indonesians on the far side of the court. But the game goes on at 17-11. Andika still defending, looking like he's handling that defense pretty well. Still defending, running jump smash yet again, just like in the first set. And wow, that smash was so spectacular. That landed pretty much right on that service line. I've never seen anybody smash at such an angle before, and Arif has managed to do it because that was just spectacular. The entire crowd was cheering after that smash. Incredible shot right there. Yes, and Kevin finally controls the front of the net, forces a slight error by Yoga, and earning himself 1 point, serving at 12-19, down by 7. What can he do? Well, he could flick serve, and hopefully Arif was caught off guard, and Arif was definitely kind of casual about it. He knew the game was in his hand, and he wasn't gonna lose it at any time soon. So giving up 2 points easily, and let's see what they have here. Again, while casually winning that point, and apparently winning the match at 20-14. So definitely quite a few scoring errors here and there, but the result is the same. Yoga and Arif advanced to the final, and Kevin and Andika couldn't really finish the way they wanted to, but it was such a great match to watch.